right. So this is not going to be another movie review, but Karate Man's getting on a case that I'm not going live. So here I am. I lied to him and I told him I wouldn't do another video until next week. Here I am at midnight, starting my fast for Sunday. I want to pick up my son and teach him how to be a man, how to clean my house here, get rid of all the dust and dirt around here. And hopefully he can do it in the next hour. This is what I sent to my best friend, my pretend godmother for my son. She's not Catholic, so she's not on Noah's Ark. She's going to drown. But this is what I just sent to her, and I sent this also to everybody in my church who calls themselves traditional Catholics, whatever that means, traditionalist Catholics. I'm not going to repeat what I said about COVID on here because I'll get my video removed if I do. But I'm just going to read to you the email that I received from one of the alleged anti-abortion activists from my church. And I'll show you the response that I sent to her and all of her so-called traditionalist Catholic friends. This is going to get me in hot water at church, I'm sure, because Father Mike over there, there's no limbo. And I'm having a hard time pulling up Google Chats. Let's try this again. Anyways, I had to post something, so I'm just making up an excuse to do a video right now. I'm going to talk about abortions, and I'll tell you what's coming down the pike on my list. I had to make up some excuse to do a video just now. Yeah. Father Isaac says, if you're not receiving the sacraments, it's impossible to go to heaven. So you're going to burn in hell. Adrian, I'll meet you there from watching all the pornos. Okay, I'm going to explain abortion, the issue to Adrian. If I can pull up Google Chats, maybe I'll just go to my Gmail. I'm going to try to explain it to Adrian in Catholic terms. Why abortion is the number one issue right now, not COVID. Well, I won't mention COVID because, like I said, it's going to get my video taken down. I should. Oh, man. Where is it? So I want to go to Vigil. So this is what. Dang, why does it take so long to load? Anyways, Night of Horror. Adrian's in the chat room. I don't know what happened to. Adrian's off the grid. He's doing the sustainable economy. He's planting his own chili plants. So I've got Night of Horror on my YouTube list. I call it the combined list because it combines Netflix, everything that they're taking down with YouTube. Hopefully I can find the Netflix stuff on YouTube, Tubi, and Amazon Prime. But Um, I don't know what's going on with my email and Google Chats, but I'll try to pull it up a different way. Try the sidebar. Loading. Failed to load chat. Oh, isn't that nice? Oh, here we go. Okay. I finally got it up. It was failing to load, but here it is. So this is what I got. This is the email that I got from the anti-abortion activist at my church, Star of the Sea, where my son is going to do altar service today for the first time. I don't even know if he has shiny black shoes because his mother said, "Oh, I'm not sure when when my online order is going to arrive." So this is from Star Pro Life, mail at flocknote.com, dated Tuesday, September 5th at 5:02 p.m., 4 days ago. To me, it says, "Hello, everyone. We will be praying the Rosary and Divine Mercy Chaplet for the unborn at Planned Parenthood, 6 p.m. this Thursday as usual. Hope to see you there. I can't go because I have my son on Thursdays and I'm teaching him the Baltimore Catechism." Anyways, also as a that was when my son got irritated foreskin and I had to take him to the urgent care to get cream, and then the doctor prescribed it to the wrong pharmacy. And he had to wait until 9 a.m. in the morning to get that dang cream. Anyway, for his ding-a-ling. Anyway, also a heads up, the 40 Days for Life fall campaign is coming up. Begins September 27th and goes through November 5th. That's right around the time when Netflix is supposedly sending me my last 10 DVD discs. This is a great opportunity to peacefully stand up for innocent unborn babies. Please mark your calendars and come out and pray as you are able. You can sign up for hours to pray in front of the Planned Parenthood clinic at the campaign website linked below. As a reminder, former Planned Parenthood workers have said no-show rates for abortion appointments go as high as 75% when people are peacefully praying outside. So it really works. We will pray the Rosary and other devotions, but you are not expected to do sidewalk counseling. Why not? Doesn't Jesus tell us to proselytize these women to actually exercise their morality? Anyway, we would particularly appreciate it if people would commit to coming on Saturday mornings, the obituary's busiest time. They call it the obituary. And Thursdays at 6 p.m., Star of the Sea specific time, which we fill all year long, and taking on other penances for unborn throughout these 40 days. Please sign up for hours at www.40daysforlife.com/en/San Francisco. Location Planned Parenthood, 1522 Bush Street, San Francisco, California. We look forward to seeing many of you on the sidewalk. Okay, here's my response to everybody in the church. This is really going to irritate them too. Why don't they bring the Holy Eucharist there to Planned Parenthood in San Francisco? Why don't the bishops in our diocese do more to stop abortions tomorrow? Where are the militant Catholics? They tell us there's no limbo for aborted babies. They don't have a scar on their souls, but they still have original sin, and they don't have any sanctifying grace. Well, I won't go into that because I'll get my video taken down for talking about COVID. This is the number one issue right now. Let me just put it to you that way. Yeah, that's why I'm fasting, because the only food I'm going to get is the Holy Eucharist today at about 12:30. And then I'm going to rush home and make burritos or something. Anyways, so that's the reason for me protesting the anti-abortion protesters is not the reason that you would think. And I'll probably get into a lot of heat in this for bringing up the issue of limbo. I already got in trouble with Father Mike for talking about limbo. He said that there's no Catholic concept of limbo, and only God knows where souls go. But how can that be? If you're outside the church, if you're not receiving the sacraments, how can you receive salvation? That includes aborted babies and people like Adrian. People like my best friend here, the pretend godmother who goes to Baptist church, which my son will never go to. I took him to Calvary Church during the lockdown, during the public health emergency, I should say. Hopefully I won't get in trouble for saying this, but I took him there a couple times because I didn't know about anything else that was open. I looked at home churches. I looked at other places. But enough about abortions. I think I'm making Adrian irritated. You know, my first wife got an abortion. I can go on for hours about that. But I don't want to bore you to death. Anyways, maybe that's why I'm so militant against abortion, because my first wife, she drove me crazy. She got an abortion and then she went on birth control because she felt guilty that there was blood all over the floor. These women around here are crazy. I try to stay away from women like that now, but I can't find any young Catholic women at my church. They're all like 80 years old. Oh, well, I probably can't get my second marriage annulled because Father Mike says it's hard to get your marriage annulled if you've had a fruitful marriage, i.e. you had children, namely my militant Catholic son who also believes in limbo, contrary to what Father Mike says. All right, so Night of Horror, I said, was a movie that Adrian recommended, but it wasn't. It's a 1981 movie that I picked. I was confused when I talk about Night of Horror. The only reason I got it gets a very low 1.3 out of 10 on IMDb, 384 ratings. The director is Tony Malinowski. And yeah, I picked it. I think I picked it because of the director. I don't know. Is this the same guy who did Axum? Or was it the guy who did the Curse of the Screaming Dead? I don't know. But I'm going to watch that next weekend. I'm going to put it on the top of my list. Oh, that's because of original sin, Adrian. Because the fall of Adam and Eve. When you're 7 years old, you have to get baptized in the Catholic Church, I might add, because that's Christ's church, not these fake Protestant churches that teach people how to be effeminate. But I shouldn't talk because the Novus Ordo Missae makes priest effeminate, which my son doesn't agree with me on, but that's what Father Isaac says. So I just go with whatever Father Isaac says. Father Isaac sounds like an anti-Semitic because he talks about how the Jewish people betrayed Jesus and they voted for Barabbas to live instead of Jesus. So he's kind of like a Father Gruner in that that respect. One of Father Joseph's least favorite priests. He told my son to stay away from the traditionalist Catholic website that mentions Father Gruner. Anyways, yeah. So Zbigniew Krasinski did a review of Night of Horror, but that's Adrian's father was Jewish, so I better not say anything bad about Jewish people. Although he commented about the greedy people from New York on my channel, and he got mad that he got mad that I didn't heart his comments about greedy people from New York. I guess people from New York are like, they're used to be, having this combative attitude, like, oh, I got to fight with you, and you're my enemy, and all this stuff. So I tried to turn the other cheek and not get in an argument with them. I just closed the door on their face. Oh, Adrian was making a joke. Okay. I've got to learn to appreciate Adrian's jokes more. Sorry about that, Adrian. Hey, British Crumpet Man is in the chat room. It must be early Sunday morning. Hey, of course, the first thing he always says is, hey, handsome, how's it going? So we talked about abortion, sanctifying grace. The reason why, if you're not on Noah's Ark, you're going to drown, kind of thing. If you're outside the church, if you're not receiving the sacraments, you're dead. Which I guess Adrian wants to be. And I'll probably end up there too. I'll meet you there, Adrian. Anyways. Enough about abortion and Night of Horror. Let's talk about what was I going to say? Oh, Karate Man. He made a comment that Cynthia Rothrock is better than Kat Sassoon somehow. Kat Sassoon has these nipples that are like doorknobs, man. How could you say that? And the only thing Karate Man can say is, I don't remember Kat Sassoon's nipples. So, yeah. So we got a little bit of an argument, like, Karate Man, what are you thinking, man? This is like sacrilege, blasphemy on my channel. You're starting to sound like Rambo Raff for life or something. Anyways. I think Adrian's more of a fan of Meg Tilly, but Meg Tilly is kind of droopy though. She's only halfway there. All right. Well, nice chatting with you two mates. One mate and one, what do you call British people? Bloke? One mate and one bloke. All right. Laters. That's the end of my rant for today.